very light volumes, but JSE ending the day up in today's session, and relative to what we see on a global level, of course, bucking the trend here in South Africa.
Yeah, Eleni, we started soft this morning and then actually had quite a strong day through, despite the sort of midday pullback. Once the Information Act came out, the Rand really just got hit hard, went as high as 8.46, and it provided a strong underpin to our market. So we closed the day nearly up 1%, a big outperformer on the day.
Interesting that you mentioned the secrecy bill. Would you say that it's going to have a lasting negative impact on the local currency?
Look, it's hard to say on the currency side. I do think it will definitely have a negative impact on the investor perception of South Africa. But I guess where there's value and where there's still economic growth, you'll still find investors and capital coming in. So it's a bit early to say, I would imagine.
Of course, we had a couple of companies out with results today. We had Adcock Ingram out with a 31% increase in full-year headline earnings per share. What do you make of the company and the results that came through, double-digit? But of course, we had a few interesting items that you actually want me to take out there.
Eleni, our take on it was an average set of results. The number was slightly flattering as a result of previous year BEE sort of adjustments in the income statement. There seemed to be a couple of operational issues they need to work through. So not a bad set of results, but not the best we've seen.
Would you be buying Adcock Ingram at this point in time? Of course, it is viewed as a defensive stock.
I think the defensive quality is something to look at, but we'd probably wait for a bit more clarity on some of the issues they're working on, some of the drug patents and things like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Omnia also out with results and also not really having a fantastic performance on the headline earnings per share front, but revenue increasing around 16%. We're seeing quite a bit of growth coming through in the sub-Saharan region with regards to agriculture and mining as well. Are you confident on prospects for Omnia?
Yeah, I think Omnia actually had a very nice looking set of numbers. Resumed their dividend payment, positive outlook for the second half. And the Rand doesn't hurt either. The Rand certainly plays into their favour. So a very nice looking set of numbers.
With regards to the US GDP number that was released today, a bit disappointing for the third quarter. Only growth of 2%. Most were expecting 2.5%. We have continued worries with regards to weakening growth coming through in Europe because of the debt crisis that is occurring, which resulting in austerity measures that are coming through. What is your sense on the growth prospects going forward? Because it could actually signal quite a different environment for corporates going forward, because it could actually depress earnings as well.
Yeah, Eleni, I mean, up until now, the corporate earnings have been remarkably resilient. We've had a complete dichotomy of global sovereign debt ratings, credit ratings, and corporate growth. So at some point, I think the two need to converge. Either the resolution needs to come to these sovereign issues, or corporate growth has got to tend downwards with the slowdown in global growth, I would imagine.
With regards to what you are expecting going forward until the end of this year, would you say, Grant, that it is a good time to buy and be involved in the market right now? Are you feeling slightly worried?
I would have to say I'm a bit nervous to be piling into the market right now. We're only 6.5% below the March highs, which was pre-European crisis, pre-contagion. So I think one has to be very careful of what you buy and at what levels. Yes, we did have a little bounce today after a sharp recent sell-off. I think where there's good value, where there's solid dividends that have a reasonably safe underpin of earnings, reasonably inelastic demand, that's where you could put your money. Other than that, I'd be hesitant to pile into this market.